of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Dupe. Shamma-lamma ding-dong, loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
Sono professoressa in teoria cantine della ricerca storica risalire indietro con una grande fioritura di iniziative di studi di documentazione che suscitano.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop. Betty Boop out of context. My name is Ryan Pfeiffer and I am Mr. Boop. You're not saying anything anymore.
Ah, you got it. You got it.
That is not Italian.
I was gonna start doing the thing that Jen does in IT Crowd.
No, you're doing chants now.
Yeah.
I don't. Has Sophie? Have you? Jenny? Ryan? Have you seen IT Cloud?
No, you know we're in an episode now, right?
I know. I know.
Yeah, we're recommended.
Sophia was about to reference.
I'm Sophia the Mysterious, and I am.
Wait, ask me
and
again.
I am Moss.
Ask me again, wait.
I am Sophia the Mysterious. Oh, who are you, Ryan?
Lisa, ask me again.
Have you seen the IT Crowd?
Hang on, I have it right here.
What?
Here it is right here.
What?
What?
What does it mean?
Pull
Are
it
you
out.
the IT Crowd?
Here's my IT.
Oh, IT, ID, not IT.
This is not gonna be funny for
probably been
anyone. This
executed a
isn't
little
gonna be
bit
funny
better.
for anyone watching the podcast, or hearing the podcast.
Sure it is.
If they,
It was
They've
all
already
audio.
heard me-
It's just a joke no one will get unless they listen to other
They've
episodes.
they've
Lisa,
already heard
introduce
me.
yourself.
I'm Lisa Doop and I'm Mr. Boop.
Lisa, Sophia, it's Thursday, June 4th, 2020, and today we're reading the 108th ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop?
In today's Mr. Boop, sorry.
Shadow synopsis. Looney Tunes ending fanfare plays in the distance. And that's in, there's star symbols around that to indicate, like, that's... What are you doing?
Looney Tunes ending jingle.
To indicate it's like oh this place, like, you know, there's, what do you call that when there's star signs around something?
What? No, I don't know.
You know when you put star signs around something to indicate this happens? Like when you're talking to someone you're like, and you want to say does this, and you put star signs
Yeah.
around it.
I don't think there's a word for that specifically, but like in script type, you know, like with how they
Well, that's what he did here around that
Yeah.
text.
he put asterisks around them.
Asterix, that's what it is. I forgot the word for asterix. There you go.
Well, now you guys know it too. Well, good night, everyone.
Okay, let's do this fast so that people don't walk in on us while we're looking at this.
Anyway, someone describe this strip. I'm not interested in describing this one
Okay.
really,
It
but I
is-
do have some
Ryan,
comments
It
on
was
it.
4
Ryan's
panels.
hologram has disappeared.
Mhm.
What did you say?
I said Ryan's hologram has disappeared.
Oh yes.
Your noise was better.
Was
leave his noise. Leave his noise. In.
No,
I
put
didn't
them
make a
both
noise.
in.
That
Put
was-
them both in.
That was Ryan's noise, right?
What? Yeah, no. Okay, so
Actually, every time we bring up the hologram bit, I have to ask this important question.
what?
Which one of us is regular size and which one of us is giant?
Just describe the strip.
Okay, 4 panels, and in the first panel we see Alec. He has a very sweaty face with his tongue out, and he's drooling, and he has all the movement lines around him, and he is clearly doing
all around him.
something called sex.
Thrusting.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We
don't
didn't
know-
use the
whatever.
language
I'm
on
not
Barbie.com.
I'm not interested in debating this. But I will say his rule here, it kind of looks like a tooth. Don't you agree?
Maybe.
I disagree.
Maybe, I don't
Come on.
It looks
humor
like
me
it.
here. It looks
I
like
mean, it looks like if a
it
tooth
looks like
was
there's a
falling
tooth.
out, but
yes.
but like if that wouldn't make sense. Yeah.
Look at it. It looks like he has no teeth, and one of it in his the last tooth he has has just fallen out of his mouth.
Okay. Well, Yeah, that could be true.
And his tongue is hanging out.
So, he has a speech bubble, and it says, "I'm glad we forgave Sonic and got him out of prison."
You don't have to put that much acting into it.
In panel 2, we have Betty Boop, but we only see like from her teats upwards, so like what
Yes,
we normally
we,
see of
we
her.
should say in panel 1, Alec.
We see most of Alec.
But not his legs.
He's off panel. We don't see his legs or the bottom of his arms. He's at the bottom of the panel.
That's still
and
most of
also
Alec.
He's
He's
naked.
short.
He's also sure, but he's also naked, and so is Betty.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably,
And
we don't
in
see
panel
all of
2,
her, but
we see Betty in the quarter half, the bottom left quarter of the panel.
mm-hmm.
It's almost the perfect square of where she is. You know what I mean?
I don't.
And she is sweating again like Alec, looking like she's naked, but we're not too sure. She's got her hand
both
rubbing her
blushing.
hair. Her rings are still on, but her earrings are not.
Oh. And
Whereas
her
she's got a-
bracelet is still on.
yeah.
And also
You would
her
only call it
lips.
a
that's what I
ring.
meant.
Yeah, it's not a ring. You would only call it it's a bracelet. You would only call it a ring if you're in the movie Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Well, I'm calling it a ring.
Well, you're wrong.
She's got a. I like the drawing of her mouth. Looking all wobbly. I like when mouths are drawn like that.
I don't think it looks that wobbly.
Let's debate this. No,
I think I'm just gonna try to be contrary for the rest of the episode.
I think
She
she
says-
still has
she has-
lipstick
she has a
on.
s-
That's a bit weird.
Why is that weird?
I don't know.
I don't think that's
because
weird.
it would have smudged off surely
Yeah, I don't
if
know.
they were this.
I mean,
this
I'm-
deep
We don't know
into
how they started. We don't. Maybe they just went right into it. You know.
it. Well, I mean, like,
You think
yeah,
it
But
would've
Alex should
sweated off?
accept her for
Yeah.
who she is, even without makeup.
oh yeah, but
She
she
likes
loves
wearing
her.
makeup.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
see-
Oh, that's empowering.
loves wearing-
Girl boss. That's true. I
Yeah.
forgot. I'm sorry. I mean, if anyone who is alive
she loves
hears
it.
this, they'll punch me in the face.
What?
I don't know. It sounds
This is so.
Sounds like
You
a
say if
detached
anyone
from-
is alive, if anyone alive hears this, don't punch me in the face.
no.
no.
People who like have
That's
a
a
life
better,
and
that's
go
a
out.
better version.
Oh.
Like they would think that I'm so far detached from reality that I've said this. But to
What do you
watch the
mean?
Mr. Booth podcast, to hear the Mr.
Yeah,
Booth
no one who has a life is listening to this.
But yeah,
podcast,
that's
don't
what I
worry.
was get. That's what
I think
was
that's I think that's also literal. No one who has a
who is
know,
alive
hot
is
listening
watching
to
this.
this, you
Sorry,
know?
I keep saying watching because I keep thinking it's a visual media, but it's not.
No.
well. What was your point?
Mm,
Oh yeah, people are gonna punch you.
yeah,
This
they're.
is Sophia's latest complex.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would. Panel. What's
Ah.
see?
Oh,
Speech
she
bubble on
says-
panel 2.
She says, "Me too. I'm glad everything's okay now."
You guys really don't need to be that in character. It's probably funnier if you're not.
Okay, okay. I
you.
have an idea for the next.
For
one.
you.
I have an idea for the next one. Okay, so in the next one we see Sonic and
I
he's-
want to describe this one
Oh,
actually.
fine.
All right, what's your idea though?
No, we're just gonna read it like a. Me too. It feels so good
No,
having sex with
I
both
want to
of
read
you.
this one. So in panel 3, Sonic the Hedgehog is also here in the situation, and he is also sweating, and there's motion lines around him. We only see his head at the bottom of the panel, and his 2 legs coming up on either side of him.
It's like the top of his head.
It's most of his head, but sure, it is the very bottom of it is cut off, and he's gritting his teeth, and he's kind of like. He's kind
was
of
trying to
biting
bait
his
you
bottom lip
into-
a little bit, if you can even say that, I guess.
What do you,
He's
why
also
couldn't you say
blushing
that?
and he's like concentrating.
I'm not too sure that's blush. I think that's more motion lines.
No, because compare it to every other person in the strip. Everyone is blushing.
True.
And
I'm just
he
trying
has
to be
a
contrarian.
he has a speech bubble, that says, "Me too." You know what? I don't want to read this one actually.
Ryan.
I just wanted to describe it. I forgot what the dialogue was. I didn't want to read this.
Sophia,
dialogue.
you read this.
Yeah, do what you were gonna do.
Me too. Feels so good having sex with both of you.
I probably could have read any of the other dialogue in this strip, but then I chose that.
Panel
4.
Bugs
Bugs
Bunny
Bunny.
looks like he's been punched. He looks like he's
He's,
bleeding out. Got his-
We only see his head and his arm up
It's
off
like-
panel, coming off panel, and he's holding a wooden a sign post.
It's like he looks like he's just met up with someone on a cannibalism fetish website, and they've both agreed to eat his penis. But when they cut off the penis, he starts bleeding out, and this is his expression right before he dies.
Sophia, why are you not reacting to this at all? Like this is just a normal thing to say.
Well, that could be a conversation we have.
You guys don't know that. You guys don't know that story? That's a real thing that happened. In like the 2000s, it was a big news event.
That doesn't
Oh.
make it a normal thing to say.
Oh no, I don't know this story, but I don't want to know.
I know.
I'll
this story.
explain.
Okay, so are we?
Anyway.
Honestly,
Have you read the
What is his
dialogue?
wooden
people's
sign?
reactions-
There's a speech bubble at the top corner of the screen. I assume this is Sonic saying this, so it says, "And you too, Bugs."
And he has a sign that says, "I'm close."
That's what Bugs Bunny's sign says.
Yeah,
Is what Lisa just said.
yeah.
Which is a Wile E. Coyote bit, not a Bugs Bunny bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think. So you're right. You're right that is mainly Wile E. Coyote does that, but I don't think it's unheard of for the other Looney Tunes to do it, even if they can speak.
You've been
Okay.
listening to me, Mr.
It can be a general Looney Tunes trope. Bug's expression in this panel also. You said he
disagree.
looked like he was being beat up. He's squinting. He's like looking
I said other things as well.
in a general direction. His tongue's hanging out and his mouth is scrunched up. He's like concentrating, kind of like Sonic was, but in a different way.
Boop, Mr. Boop, Mr. Boop, Mr.
Feels
Boop,
like we
Mr. Boop,
skipped
Mr. Boop,
some
Mr. Boop,
story
Mr. Boop,
from
Mr. Boop,
from
Mr.
between
Boop,
this
Mr.
panel
Boop,
of this strip and the last strip.
I think that's
It
just
was
how
a-
it is.
I mean,
Like
it's
we're
like when
just
you-
they just throw us back in. Oh, this is where what the story's at now.
It's like going at a whiplash pace.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to wrap up the volume very very quickly because as spoiler alert, tomorrow's episode is the last one of volume 2 in season 2.
Wait.
And it's a long one.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Oh yeah. Huh?
No, we didn't do the outro.
You say bye. All right, thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
See ya.
everyone.
That's it.
Well, swam to the world famous Betty Boop. Gee whiz, what a lucky guy. So in love, I might make you puke. She's the apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Dupe. Shamma-lamma ding-dong, loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.